Hello and welcome to your 10-minute yoga practice. My name is Matthew and it's an honor to be here. Let's go ahead and get started by finding a nice comfortable seated posture, shining our hearts forward, taking up space, relaxing our bellies and allowing our legs to hang heavy, releasing shoulders away from the ears as we soften the face. Go ahead and place knuckles on knees, thumbs touching index fingers, beginning to find our breath by breathing in and out through the nostrils. Big, long, easy breaths in. Even longer breaths out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and slowly inhale, reaching arms outward and upward, palms to touch. Exhaling, palms float down the midline, placing thumbs to heart center. Once again, inhaling, reaching arms outward and upward toward the sky. And exhaling, left hand floats down to the earth. Inhaling, right arm upward toward the sky, rolling our hearts upward, stacking our shoulders, gently bending the left elbow. Inhale to reach the right arm upward and toward the left. Exhale, slowly and gracefully switch sides, taking our time, maybe keeping your eyes closed throughout the practice. Inhaling, left arm upward toward the sky, exhaling to bow, finding your left glute and reaching it down into the earth. Big breath into your left side body. And exhale, slowly float that left hand back down to the ground. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reaching arms outward and upward. Interlacing fingers, flipping palms upward toward the sky. Big breath in to grow nice and long through the body. And exhale, release. Hands float down the heart center, taking our time. If you're sitting on a prop, now's a great time to remove that prop off to the side. And from here, let's go ahead and place soles of the feet to touch. Placing hands directly underneath the feet. If you can't reach underneath the feet, go ahead and grab onto the ankles. Then go ahead and inhale, pulling heart forward in between biceps, intentionally leaning backward so you feel a nice generous tug through the shoulders all the way down into the hands. Big breath in, and exhale, right ear out and over to your right shoulder. Then inhale, left ear toward the left shoulder. Exhale, slowly release. Let's go ahead and straighten the legs, taking our time to get there. Placing hands underneath the glutes so we can sit up a little bit taller on our sit bones. Then go ahead and inhale, reaching arms forward and upward. Exhale, hinging from the hips, melting into a nice, easy forward fold. You can place your hands, above the knees, below the knees. You can place them on the ankles, the toes, the feet. It doesn't matter where or how deep you can fold or what body part you can touch in your yoga practice. It's really about just showing up and placing some effort, breathing into the body and moving energy. Big, beautiful breath into the body, really feeling and hearing the breath. And exhale, slowly release. Let's take our time, slowly rolling down onto the earth. From here, let's go ahead and inhale, reaching arms upward toward the sky. Exhaling them all the way out and back behind. Then inhale, reaching nice and long through the body, big breath. And exhale to squeeze the self into a tiny, tight little ball, pulling thighs inward toward the belly, and gently rocking from left and to right. Beautiful. From here, let's go ahead and slowly float our knees all the way out and over toward the right for a supine twist. At the same time, lift that bottom hip and scooch it a little bit more toward the left, stacking your right hip in line with your spine. Gently looking toward the left fingertips, maybe even closing the eyes. Big breath in, longer breath out. And slowly switch sides, floating knees upward toward the sky, and floating them toward the left, scooching that bottom hip a little bit more toward the right. Extending arms outward like a T and encouraging that right shoulder to rest down into the earth. Looking toward the right. Big, beautiful breath in. Longer breath out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and slowly float those knees back to center. Placing our wrists on the insides of our knees, allowing those legs to hang nice and heavy, arms hang heavy. Big breath in. Longer breath out. One more deep breath in. And exhale to squeeze the self into a tiny, tight little ball, beginning to build momentum by rolling forward and backward on the spine. If that's uncomfortable to you, go ahead and skip it. From here, we're going to go ahead and meet one another in tabletop. Eventually meeting one another there, placing hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, pressing firmly into the earth. Let's go ahead and cat-cow. Inhale to pull the heart forward in between the biceps as you point your low spine up, looking gently upward toward the sky. Big breath in. And exhale, chin to chest, pulling your pelvis inward towards your face. Long breath out. Inhaling to look upward. And exhaling to look downward. One more time, inhaling to look upward. And exhaling to look downward. Walking your hands a little bit more forward. Let's go ahead and tuck our toes, sending our hips up and back, meeting one another in downward facing dog. Gently walking out the down dog by bending one leg as you straighten the opposite. Gently shaking your head yes and then no. Find your fingertips, press them firmly into the earth. Then find your heart and reach it closer and closer toward your thighs. One more big breath in. Longer breath out. Straightening the legs, let's go ahead and inhale, reaching the right heel upward toward the sky. Exhaling, right knee toward the nose. Then floating that right foot to the ground, softly lowering that left knee, untucking our left toes. Let's go ahead and inhale, reaching fingers forward and upward, rolling pinkies inward, biceps close toward the ears, coming into a lunge. Try to roll your low spine down to the earth. Big breath in. And exhale, straightening the right leg, half split. Go ahead and shine your heart toward the right heel. Hinge from the hips, elongate the spine. One more big breath into the back of that right leg. And exhale, rebending that right knee. Let's go ahead and inhale, reaching those arms forward and upward. Exhaling, right hand floats back to the left thigh. Inhale, left arm upward toward the sky. And exhale, left hand floats down to the earth. Inhaling, right hand upward toward the sky. And exhale, right hand to the inside of your right foot. Let's go ahead and slowly float that right knee back to meet the left. Retucking our toes, sending our hips up and back, downward facing dog. And right away, let's inhale that left heel upward toward the sky. With control, exhale, left knee to nose. Floating that left foot to the earth, runner's lunge. Then go ahead and lower the right knee, untucking your right toes. Inhaling, reaching fingers forward and upward. Finding lunge. Another big, beautiful breath in. And exhale, half split, taking your time to get there, hinging from your hips, shining your heart forward toward that left heel. Big breath into the back of your left leg. And exhale to rebend that left knee. Let's inhale, reaching fingers forward and upward, finding a nice big lunge. And exhale, left hand floats out and back, touching that right thigh. Inhale, right hand to the sky. And exhale, right hand down to the earth. Inhaling, left arm upward toward the sky. And exhale, left hand to the inside of your left foot. Let's go ahead and retuck that right toe, lifting the right knee. Big breath in. And exhale that right foot to the outer side of your right hand, coming into low squat, Malasana. Go ahead and allow your bottom to sink nice and low, placing your elbows to the insides of your knees. Shining the heart forward and lifting your toes off the ground. If that doesn't work for you, you can come up a little bit higher. Place hands to thighs. One more big, beautiful breath in. Exhale, forward fold, taking your time to get there. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, reaching arms outward and upward, palms to touch. Exhale to cactus the arms, shining the heart upward toward the sky for a gentle back bend. Inhaling, reaching arms upward toward the sky once again. And exhale, slowly hinge at the hips, melting into a forward fold. Inhaling, coming halfway up, long spine. And exhale, hands to the earth, slowly stepping it back into plank. Take your time as you flow in between these movements. One more big breath in at plank. And exhale with resistance, slowly melt down to the earth, untucking your toes. And inhale for a back bend of your choice. You can do a little bit or maybe a bit more. Make sure it feels safe and comfortable. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And exhale, slowly walk your feet forward. Let's go ahead and sit our bottoms down to the earth, extending our legs forward. Reaching our fingertips toward the toes, big breath in. And with resistance, slowly begin to melt your way all the way to the earth. Engaging your abdominals on the way down, and eventually releasing to our final and most important pose, Shavasana. Letting go of deep breathing, returning back to your normal, easy, automated breath, making sure that your shoulder blades are tucked, your tailbone feels nice and comfortable, letting go of all effort in the body, allowing the self to relax, recharge. Shavasana. Now you can feel free to pause the video here. You can take an elongated Shavasana. You're also welcome to begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, making circles with your wrists and ankles. Inhaling, reaching arms upward toward the sky. Exhaling them all the way out and back behind you. Inhaling, reaching nice and long. Exhaling, squeezing the self into a tiny, tight little ball. Gently rocking from left into right, squeezing waves of gratitude into the body, thanking your body for taking you on this journey. And slowly rolling out and over onto the right side. Gently pressing yourself upright. Taking your time to return back to an easy seated posture. You can sit cross-legged. You can also sit on your shins. Shining our hearts proudly forward. Let's go ahead and slowly inhale, reaching arms outward and upward, palms to touch. Exhaling, palms float down the midline, all the way to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you know when my next video is released. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.